Well, thanks for checking in with your evening weather updates. It's your 6 p.m. update here on February 13th, 2025. We sure hope you had a great day. Enjoyed the sunshine, a bit on the cool side. Temperatures only topped out in the 40s and 50s, which is average for this time of the year. Now, I want to go ahead and highlight the rainfall that we've seen over the last 3 days. We've seen incredible amounts of rain. Anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rain has fallen around much of East Tennessee. Now, I highlight that because we have a bigger storm system on the way as we get into the upcoming weekend. Not only is it going to produce a lot of rainfall, that's going to be insult to injury, or rather the salt to the wound, if you will. Flooding and flash flooding is going to be a little bit more a big concern, actually, as we get into the upcoming weekend. We'll talk rainfall totals coming up here in just a few minutes, but first things first, let's continue this conversation. Now, the U.S. Drought Monitor came out this morning. Guess what? It didn't change. We still have the extreme, severe, moderate, abnormally dry conditions around much of East Tennessee. But realize all the rain that we've seen this week does not account to the drought monitor today. This will all take an effect to next Thursday. So next Thursday, the U.S. Drought Monitor will come out with its newest numbers. We'll see what all this rain does. I would imagine that it really wipes out most of the drought around East Tennessee. So beneficial rain for sure. We haven't had a whole lot of flooding so far. But with that said, we do have some river floods. We'll talk about some rivers here in a second. But a flood watch has now been issued by the National Weather Service from Nashville and also Knoxville, Morristown anyways, with an aerial flood watch that runs until noon on Sunday. Right now, the bullseye seems to be across the Cumberland Plateau from Campbell County to Cumberland County, Morgan, Scott, Fentress County, as well as you folks in Claiborne and Hawkins County. Okay, so something to kind of keep in mind that as we progress through time, that's our greatest extent for flooding and flash flooding. Let's talk river levels for just a second. The Pigeon River in Newport was at major flood stage earlier today. It has started to come back down. So now we're still in moderate flood stage. So still some moderate flooding happening around the Pigeon River in Newport. We also have the South Chickamauga Creek near Chickamauga. The forecast is still expected to be 23 feet, which puts it a foot over moderate flood stage. So still expecting some moderate flooding. Now the river levels will continue to come down as we get into our Friday, but they're going to ramp right back up as we get into Saturday and Sunday. Hey, by the way, if you have evening plans here tonight, grab the jackets. It's chilly. We've got some clear skies. That's going to allow those temperatures to really fall off overnight tonight with the clear skies as this cooler air mass is in place. Yes, it's going to be a shock to the system considering the temperatures that we've had much of the week. We're down in the teens and 20s, so make sure everyone's bundled up. We're going to have some widespread frost. We're going to have some fog developing early in the morning. And then as we progress through our Friday, enjoy the sunshine, grab the jackets, grab the sunglasses. You'll need those through most of the day. But by the end of the day, we're going to see the clouds starting to increase, a sign of a changing weather pattern. So high-level clouds at first, cloud deck starts to lower. I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of rainfall on Friday night anyway. So if you have Friday night plans, by the way, it is Valentine's Day on Friday night. Happy Valentine's Day to you. We'll do that again tomorrow, by the way. But here's the deal. If you have Valentine's Day dinner plans, everything should be just fine. Grab the jackets, and you'll be doing great. Now, as we get into our afternoon, we'll be in the 40s and 50s, so a nice solid average Friday afternoon ahead of us. Rain chances increase Friday night into Saturday morning as a warm front comes on through. And then the major cold front comes through Saturday night into Sunday, probably after about midnight on Saturday night. And we do have a risk for severe storms. Not to mention a big risk, a level 3 risk across parts of East Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, over into West Tennessee, down into northern Alabama, Mississippi. This is a flash flood risk, a level 3 out of 4 levels. So flash flooding does really ramp up due to convective thunderstorms. Remember that thunderstorms will put down a lot of rain in a very short amount of time. We've already got a saturated ground. We also have a risk for severe storms. The Storm Prediction Center out of Norman, Oklahoma has put us under a level 1 and 2 risk here at East Tennessee and a level 3 risk down across much of the deep south. So severe weather is going to be breaking out. Here's how it all plays out. Pick up our timeline at Friday night. Not much activity. Enjoy your Valentine's Day, of course. But as we get into our Saturday, rain chances increase early in the morning. We've got some races early Saturday. But the main cold front comes through after midnight on Saturday night into Sunday. That's when the line of severe weather could be pushing its way into the area. Now, a lot of these storms, a lot of these cold fronts typically speed up. So as it stands right now, let's just say after midnight, it may be any time after about 10 o'clock when it really comes down to the timing of how this all plays out. So make sure you check back in. That moves its way on out. Colder air races on into our Sunday. Some light snow showers developing across the Smokies and maybe the Cumberland Plateau. The heaviest rain with this next system is going to be from Charleston, West Virginia, down through Nashville and Memphis. They're going to pick up anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rainfall there. Here in East Tennessee, I still think that we still have anywhere from 1 to 3 inches possible around town. This is just one model forecast, by the way. And this takes us through Sunday morning. This is the deterministic model. It just picks up on one point in time. It's not the say all be all. So I still think that we have big time rains expected Saturday night and Sunday. And then through the day on Sunday, as I mentioned, that colder air swings on through. Maybe some light snow showers across the Cumberland Plateau, the classic horseshoe, really. The Plateau, southeastern Kentucky, southwest Virginia, and the Smoky Mountains. It's not going to add up to a whole lot. Here's your temperature trend. Generally speaking, average temperatures in the low 50s will be pretty average here for the next couple of days, and then we're going to be trending below average into the weekend and next week. Low temperatures, well, pull out those winter coats again. We're going to need those. We're talking lows in the teens and 20s, especially as we get into next week. And this colder air mass may stick around through the latter part of the month. So we transition from a rainy, warmer weather pattern to a colder, maybe a snowier weather pattern. We're still in winter, my friends. Hey, by the way, as the severe weather moves its way on in over the weekend, have a way to receive weather information. Listen, the East Tennessee Weather app is your one-stop shop. Plan your day with the East Tennessee Weather app. From video forecast weather updates to an interactive radar giving you past, current, and future radar of 2 hours to day parts, 7 days, current conditions, access to the only 24-hour weather channel right here in East Tennessee, live weather cameras, and severe weather alerts from the National Weather Service. Download the app today to always stay in the know. This is East Tennessee Weather when you want it.